Yeah, they both two young guys. I mean, I know Brian's a junior, but still in terms of experience and weekend starters, very good stuff from both guys. Like to see those get a little better start at the beginning and then be able to hold on a little bit longer. We've been about 4 or 5 innings with both guys. It's that time of year you like to see it creep to 5 or 6 and give us that quality start because we've played pretty well behind them.
Who should we expect to see on the mound for tomorrow's game?
We're going to start Cal Kruger. So a freshman. Cal pitched really good down there in Florida, right-handed pitcher from Jasper, and really good competitor.
Is he going to be a regular midweek pitcher for you guys?
It'd be regular this week, and midweek, and it's just, we're so young. It's just we're trying to see guys, we're trying to get guys starts. Andrew Sofrank got one last week. Cal's getting one this week. We're really trying to figure ourselves out a little bit. So I'm sure he'll get some more starts as long as he pitches well. But we got some other guys we're trying to mix in there. So good question.
Who are some of the other guys you're trying to get mixed in?
Cam Bechamp's one of our young guys. Andrew Sofrank's one. Some of those guys, Paulie Milto could fall into that role too. So we have a couple guys that could pitch and start for us.
We haven't seen a whole lot from Luke Stevenson. Is he still just trying to get back into the game, or what's it like?
Luke has a blister on his finger. So we threw him in one game. He barely got out of the inning, or didn't get out of the inning. We had to take him out. So that's why Paulie's in that position. Paulie was probably going to do a lot of, Milto was going to do a lot of our starting midweek too. So Luke's coming back this week, though, should be fine. So that's why he hadn't pitched a lot.
Can you talk about the power potential for this lineup, given all the home runs?
Yeah, well, I mean, the home runs come with the strikeouts too, unfortunately. So we've struck out a little too much, but we do have a big physical team, and we've hit some impressive balls at this point. And I think we will hit a good many home runs with this group. But we're working a lot right now, to be honest with you, just making contact, hitting the ball hard, just having competitive at bats.
You talked a little bit about it last week, but can you talk a little bit more about practicing outside? It's February 28th and how it benefits the outfielders.
It's great. I mean, it's for all our guys. Just the arms, just to be able to come out here and feel good and practice. And my first year here, I think our first 3 weeks we practiced inside. We went down and played south, then came back and practiced inside. And, right now we've been out here every day. It's a little discouraging because you wish you were playing games on your field because we didn't schedule a lot here. But it's been good for us to practice.
Craig's at the middle of the order still needs to kind of find a groove. What's it going to take for that to happen?
I just think it's time. I mean, just getting out here and playing and competing, and he actually had a pretty good weekend. He wouldn't. He's a perfectionist, so he wants to get a hit every at bat. But he had a couple really good swings over the weekend. But it's just a little bit of time. And the one thing about us, and we have played, and I was telling the guys, I mean, the pitchers that we faced we have faced some of the better pitchers in the country to this point. I mean, we've played very hard to start. So, and we'll still see the way we schedule. We'll play a lot of other great pitchers, but I think that'll help too.
What's the team's confidence morale like with 2 weeks of baseball?
I think it's pretty good. I mean, I really challenged them on the way home because I think they knew they went to Florida. They played a really good team. They felt, should you lose that game, we're up in the 8th, we're up in the 9th. So I think they know. I think they know they're pretty good. But I also challenged them that they got to play, play at a high level and do their job. And so we're, to go down there and go 1-1-1. That last game left a sour taste in our mouth a little bit. But I think they know they can play with pretty much anybody.
Speaking of that last game, have you ever had a tie in your baseball career before? And what was your reaction when you were told about it?
Well, we knew. You set that travel curfew early in the weekend, and so then it happens on Sunday. You're kind of shocked, but we knew as it was going on. That's why I was so frustrated we gave up the runs late, because you didn't have. We knew we were on a short clock. I mean, we actually played almost 4 hours, which was the longest of the year. But it is frustrating, and I think that's my first one.